That's clever, that. This course is looking fantastic. What a nice Schweppes lemonade tasting. What on Peter Young's company badgering me for more work.
Oh, he does well, doesn't he?
Sorry?
He does well.
He does well, but you know,
Oh, be careful what we say now. We might be on there.
Shane White, eh?
That's good. So it's not dropping. So now I will. What I want you to do is just stand a bit. Can you stand over there and talk some stuff? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter over it. Just chat away whilst I check the signal.
Yeah, can I?
Say that tomorrow.
Tomorrow's going to be grand. I mean, it is. I don't know what. It must be the 11th or 12th, Bobby Moore, we've had this here at Mount Murray. Always been a great, great event. We've raised something like £350,000 over the last 10 years or 11 years. And I know that it's a big part of... Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah. So it's a really good event, and I know that Stephanie really appreciates the effort that the Isle of Man does in helping towards the funding of the bowel cancer research unit. And she's always very grateful to come out here and to spend time with us. And she's a lovely lady, as you know. So it's been really grand, and I hope the weather will play ball with us tomorrow. I hope it does. It looks good. But it's one of those events that the guys come here to play golf and to participate and also raise funds for Bobby Moore. So it's a very important thing for us to have those wonderful golfers back every year. We have a very big a list of people that keep coming every year, and that's really great. Some of them, some of our better golfers are missing this year. A couple of them are over at the Ascot. I don't know how we got our golf day mixed up with the Ascot races, but
Well,
yeah.
I think it's a case of Ascot getting their days mixed up, isn't it, really?
I think it is. I think the Ascot's later this year than it was in the past. So I believe. But that will make a bit of a dent in what our takings will be, but I'm sure it will still be a grand evening.
I doubt it
Be
very much.
Good evening.
Now, we're just doing a bit of a camera test, so it's all been thrown together. I think we're broadcasting somewhere, yes, and there isn't a drop break, so the signal is going to be good tomorrow.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's really good news.
So you can see our answers there
up
just
there.
on the screen.
That's
So-
fantastic.
Is there any chance tomorrow you could bring a box to stand on?
So I can be the same height as you.
So-
How about you kneeling a bit? No,
Maybe-
I can stand on a chair.
Maybe a crate of beer or something. That'd be good.
Or a mineral crate. No, mineral crate. Maybe more even.
But tell me, if you were, let's say down in the southern African region, would it be a bottle of Castle? Is that
Yeah, absolutely.
Castle?
Castle, yeah, Castle. Or Castle, but we call it Castle. Castle,
Oh, right,
yeah.
Okay. And how do you adapt to the Manx beer?
I've gone off drinking beer to some extent. Down in Africa, everyone drinks, and everyone drinks almost every day. But since coming here, I don't drink as much, and when I do drink, I rather enjoy a good old Bushy's Norseman.
Oh, that's the stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the stuff. It really is. It's good. It's lovely, silky smooth, and
I do like that. I do like that.
and I don't drink as much as I used to because I don't have a headache anymore, and I think that also helps.
Well, I must admit that the Bushies, I do like the Norseman, but it's the old Bushy tail, and that is the one drink. It's a bit like that Smithwick's. It can ambush you.
Yeah,
You know.
I did when I first came here. I used to drink Bushy Tail, but seems to come back not enjoy me the next morning.
I couldn't believe it. You'd just be having a gentle, say, 10 or 11 pints, and the following morning, you know, you're there feeling awful, absolutely rough as a badger's what's it. Anyway, should we talk about tomorrow's teams? I've got the list here. The list here. Let's see, because I've
Wonderful.
got it on my phone. So it's. I don't know whether you could have favourites and what have you, but there are some big names. So if we go to the first team, Atla, or is it Alta? Atla, I think.
Atla, I think it is. Atla, yeah.
So you've got Basil Bielich, Lyle Crows, Mark Beresford, and John Wagstaff. Now I know
That's
that
a couple of
guys,
names there, isn't there?
if there was like a professional tour for days out golfing, this would be, some of the main players, I'd say.
They would be, yeah.
Just look through the list. Barclays Bankers, the Blue Eagles. I like that. Stuart Dewhurst, Johnny Kane, Mark Reynolds, Richard Hill. So they're all golfers as well. So there's certainly going to be some people hitting the green because we're stood by the 11th green, which is going to be the scene, hopefully, of a hole-in-one, because if the ball goes in, someone's going to win.
A brand new car, which comes from, is it Kingswood Honda?
Kingswood Honda.
Kingswood Honda, yeah. And they've been good supporters of us for a long, long time. And I think we deserve to get a hole-in-one. We diligently pay the insurance for it every year in the hope that we would get the car won. It would be good for us, be good for Bobby Moore, good for golf, good for Mount Murray.
Absolutely.
It would be really brilliant.
And if I was driving it away, that'd be fantastic, wouldn't it?
Absolutely.
What a great day out. So it's a Honda, so tune in tomorrow from midday, because we're going to live stream it all day. I'm looking at having the whole afternoon based down here,
Lovely.
next to the bar.
Yeah.
So the quality of the streaming and the commentary will totally degenerate to whoever's coming out last. They'll be getting slated beyond belief on their dress code and their quality of golf.
Absolutely.
So who else have we got? All right. I was going to look at this, and I thought that's Black Lace Holdings. But it's not. It's called Black Lance Holdings.
All right. Black
Lance.
Lace.
Black Lance Holdings. What's all that about? So that is... it's Brendan McLaughlin, Seamus Nugent, Jerry Linehan, and Chris Westerman. Formidable team.
That sounds quite a good team too.
Yeah. But
I think you're gonna-
But then again, if you put Seamus Nugent next to a hotel and a golf course, is his blood going to freeze? There we go. Anyway, moving on. So the next, right, okay. One of my favourite companies on the Isle of Man, but you can never spell it, Canaccord.
Canaccord.
Can you spell it, Canaccord?
Canaccord.
Well, I think you'll be Dermot Hamill's favourite man on the course, because he goes bonkers if you get that wrong.
Does he?
We've got Simon Marshall. We've got Richard Dunn. I like him. Chris Reynolds and Dermot Hamill. Yes, that's him, Dermot Hamill. We're going to have a bit of fun with that.
There's quite
tomorrow.
a nice balance to the teams this year, isn't there?
Yeah, they're all good.
Yeah.
They're all
Some
good.
good golfers there.
Until the Comis team, maybe. No, we've got the greenkeeper. We've got Gary Corlett.
Gary Corlett, yeah.
Yeah,
He's
been
normally
shining
he's
his
pretty
clubs.
close every year, you know that. I thought a couple of years ago he had it really close to the hole in one. Yeah, we had some close calls here for a hole in one.
But imagine if Gary Corlett got a hole in one in works time, they'd say we're going to swap the Honda for like 4 lawnmowers or something. You can't have the car.
Yeah, they
I
probably
can see that
would.
now. John Belcher, very gifted, talented musician. I do like him. Oh, crikey, right. We've got Andrew Jameson. Have you met the manager of the hotel? Have you met Andrew?
Oh, Andrew, yeah,
Absolutely
I have.
fantastic golfer. Played for Scotland when he was like -1 years old and he was off like 10 under handicap. Amazing guy. So we've got Anne Bentley, who is the wife of the boss.
The boss, yeah. She plays some nice golf too, eh?
She is out all the time, all weathers. So that is a formidable team. But I will say, I'm going to look at Andrew Jameson off 12. That's one to watch. Absolute
Okay.
class golfer.
Okay.
Class golfer. We've got Lewis. We've got Continent 8 Technology. Lewis Long, Lee Bridge, Jamie Collister, and Ray Kelly. I know Lewis.
Don't know the rest.
His handicap's increased as well. There'll be another one. Have a look on the list here. Gallagher Insurance. We've got the Steam Packet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, that could be a dark horse.
Wayne Leasy, Steve Broadbent, Damien O'Toole, and one other. I don't know whether Mr. Crawford will be featuring in that. I hope so, because it's his home club.
Oh, that'd be nice.
What else have we got? Let's just run down. We've got Kev Burnell, Jackie Bridson, Neil Wardrobe, Simon Keever in ISOQA.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
We've got the Knoxes, we got Oakles. Oh, we shouldn't have been talking about bushes before.
No, I know.
You've blown it.
We've blown it. We've blown it. But I like Oakles.
It's my favourite session beer, 3.8%. 8 or 9 of them, no problem getting up in the morning. Poker Stars, 1, 2 and 3, Snowy Stewart, Sean O'Connell. He's a great guy, I do like him.
yeah.
I think he got a hole in one. He got a hole in one on the 6th on Saturday.
This past Saturday.
Yeah.
Good
So
heavens.
what's the chances of getting 2 in
And a week. That'll be good.
Ravenscroft? Oh, Greg Easton, Super Guy, Craig Dalton. Oh, that's a dangerous pairing. Standard Bank, Jerry Meggitt, Kevin Murphy, Phil Hassel. They're all in. Stuart Clegg Services, Alan Clegg, Graham Foster, Gary Crittenden,
Yeah.
James Billingham, and then Ugland. So this is
Who's
this is the big-
Who's in Lars's team?
Well, I'm seeing Tommy Crow off 28, Neil
Yeah.
Birchin off 23, Paul Kelly, Andy Lagden. Now, Andy Lagden. You know Andy Lagden? He's the guy from the Shore Hotel in Guernsey.
Oh, Andy.
Very
Yeah.
polite fella. Yeah, sold T-shirts at Rolling Stones gigs all over around Europe. You want to hear that story? It's absolutely fascinating. There you go. Right.
Good.
And the ship registry, but yet to be featured. So what we'll do, I'll just cut this off and then we'll do another practice again on the Facebook page. But that was a good rehearsal,
Wonderful.
Aubrey.
Good.
Okay.
Sounded great.